Welcome everybody to my top 10 best anime to binge watch. My name is Misty/Konexia, and week after week I tend to dig within thousands of pages of anime to find you guys obscure titles to add to your everlasting plan to watch list. This week, it's nothing of the sort. I wanted to tell you some of my personal favorite anime that I had the best time of my life binge watching them. And since there's quite a lot, my only restriction for this list was that it has to have more than 30 episodes. I always feel like long-running show leaves a bigger print in your life. I hope they do so for you too. Number 10, Soul Eater. Yeah, I think starting with Soul Eater is a great pick. When my wife and I first started dating, we began watching Soul Eater, and well, what started as a date night turned into a whole weekend just devouring this anime. The story is about a bunch of students and their weapon human personification who have to collect 99 souls, and a witch's is one. Doing so would upgrade them to ultimate death weapon. The characters are all very memorable, and if like me you're looking for a show to spend some great bonding time with a close one, this would be my personal recommendation to you. Number 9, Durarara. Durarara is a pretty heavy anime to recommend to people. As such, I don't think it's a good suggestion for the ones who are just starting, but I'm not the boss of you. If you think you can handle it, go ahead. The story of this anime is about street gangs, rivals, and they had a spice of supernatural elements to it. The characters are heavily flawed, but that's what made them so much more real. You follow the main character who leaves the countryside to move into Ikebukuro, a district not quite neighborly in Tokyo. I would recommend this anime to people who like a lot of substance in their show. If you feel like that would be you, test it out. Number 8, Samurai X, also known as Rurouni Kenshin. Something I started off willy-nilly turned into such an emotional turmoil that I cannot not recommend it. The story is about a wandering samurai who finds its way into a small village. There he meets with some folks in dire need of assistance, and well, as every brooding swordsman who respects himself, you find out that he has a heavy past, one that you will get to slowly dig into. The anime came out in the late 90s. I know there's a lot of people out there who really don't want to give a show a chance if it changes millennium, but this one would be a grave mistake. The story itself make it really worth the investment you'll give it. Number 7, Magi. Are you the more adventurous type? You love a great world with likable characters and the right dose of action and comedy? And you've never seen Magi? Well, if you answered yes to all of those, trap yourself in. Magi's story is set on the folklore revolving around the Arabian Nights, Aladdin, Morgana, Sinbad. I'm sure you've heard those names before. Couple that with the explore the dungeon type of setting, and here you go. Seriously, there's not much I can say to convince you if the clip doesn't sell it to you. I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of sand in that show. Give it a few episodes to wind up, see if you like it. Number 6, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I mean, straight up after Death Note, I think Fullmetal Alchemist is one of the most renowned anime out there. But for the sake of being thorough, I'll act like you're a noob that has never heard of the word anime before. This show, if you're like me, It's pretty tough to get into at first. I gave it multiple attempts to try and get hooked and it never truly clicked for the first 10 episodes or so. The comedy was grinding me down, it really wasn't my style, but I stick through it, and boy was I glad I did. The ending is still to this day probably one of my favorite. Everything got wrapped up, no loose hands, great morale, and it didn't overstay its time with thousands of fillers. Stick through it, it'll be worth your while. Number 5, Haikyuu. It's really hard to stop and recommend only one good sports anime. Sports show are a really guilty pleasure of mine, but one that I fondly remember being excited to see and not being able to stop watching was Haikyuu. The story is about a group of volleyball players who tries to attend the national. It's usually always the same premise, girls are included to a minimal and all the focus is on the action of the sport. But in the case of Haikyuu, they found the perfect synergy between high-paced momentum and lovable characters, also making it a not clear answer who's going to end up winning each match. If you've been skeptical about watching sports anime, Haikyuu is the perfect place to start off.
全力のやつじゃねえな。
渚、平気だっけこういうの。続々系は多分大丈夫。急にびっくり系が苦手だな。
Number 4, Assassination Classroom. Welcome to a show that will sway your soul in the most heartwarming way. Just like Fullmetal Alchemist, this is a show that ended with a massive bang. The story is about a monstrous creature who blew up the moon and is set to destroy the Earth as well. Only problem is this beast is so powerful that nobody can harm it. It's now down to a class of underachiever to take on the job. But hope is not all lost when teachers are swapped for the government officials and even this tentacle monster. The show focused mainly on comedy and action, enlightening every specialty of the characters from stealth to head-on brawn. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen it, but if not, get ready to devour this one.
E組名物先生いびりです。
私が仕事で使ってきた一流の店とは雲泥の差。しかもプライバシーもへったくれ。
やっぱお前のそういうとこ苦手だわ。
まず登場したのは予選 A ブロック2位タイで通過した雪平相馬選手。
Number 3, Food Wars. Yes, Food Wars is a show about cooking. It's a shonen, so it has quite a big amount of characters, but everyone gets its fair share of screen time. And instead of having a zero to hero type of protagonist, you start off with an absolute bamf. I never expected this show to have such an impact on my anime life, yet it made it to the top of my favorite shows. The story is about Soma, a teenager who has a passion for cooking. He gets invited to attend one of the most prestigious cooking institutions of the country and battle it out against other talented cooks. There is not a better feeling than just watching this anime while eating a meal. It makes every food taste 1,000 times better. It's just the perfect fusion between binge watching and binge eating.
なんじゃこのご飯は。子供たちと仲良くなってさ、最後にお菓子とかをもらったんだよな。その中の一人。ここに世界各地から
ハンター志望の猛者が集まるわけだな。
そんなに少ないんだ。
Number 2, Hunter x Hunter 2011. Hunter x Hunter is a show that I didn't think I'd like all that much when I first started, but after the first 3 episodes, I freaking slammed through it all. The whole thing. It hit every note that I love in a show. Reliable characters, training montage, yeah, I'm a sucker for those. No plot armor and badass factor that just sends shivers down your spine every time. Watching Hunter x Hunter was one of my best anime moments. The story is about Gon, a kid who wants to become a licensed hunter. To do so, he must showcase some pretty big skills. The anime is well paced and you'll hardly find a show with such charismatic antagonists. If you've been putting it off because it seems childish, well, bump that motherfucker up to your top of your list because it'll be one of the best experiences in your life.
探し出すためにハンターになりてえんだ。
さっきのジュースもっとくれる？緊張してんのかな？喉乾いちゃって。新しいお店ができるんだ。大
And finally, number 1, Cardcaptor Sakura. Never truly a surprise when this show makes it to the top of the list. It's my absolute favorite of all time, and since they announced a brand new season for the upcoming fall, it has simply rekindled my love for the show. And if you haven't seen it, well, let me tell you about its feats. The story is about Sakura, a 10-year-old girl who one day finds a magical book in her basement. When she opens it, inside over 50 cards just vanishes away, and those cards have magical personification, and it's up to her to go around town and recapture them. Hence, Cardcaptor. Along the way, she's helped with her best friend and a rival, and also a lion plushie. It'll grow on you within the first episode, I can assure you that. So how do you feel? I know this list was very personal and dear to me, so I understand how a lot of people would disagree with it. Feel free to tell me what was your favorite show that you enjoy binge watching, and I'll make sure to give it a try if I haven't seen it. Oh, also, while I think about it, considering how YouTube has been janky lately, we started to emphasize our merch store a bit more, so if you like cool shirt designs themed around my channel or my content, or if you just want to read the novel that I wrote, well, you can find all of those in the description down below. Thanks for the love, and I'll see you guys next time.